This is the Big Island, Channel 6, Hawaii at its best.
Keoho's Weekly Highlights is brought to you by the Crown Lands of Keoho, the Keoho Shopping Village, Keoho Kona Realty, and the Keoho Beach Hotel. Be sure to watch for weekly highlights, 6:30 and 7:30 p.m., 7 nights a week, here on Channel 6.
Aloha and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Keoho's Weekly Highlights. I'm Lyman Medeiros. Well, coming up with tonight's program, we're going to be taking a look at the Zopes Circus Europa from Waimea. We'll also continue another of our Kona historical segments. And in just a moment, we have a very special guest arriving here at Keohole Airport, so stick around. That much more coming up tonight on Keoho's Weekly Highlights.
Hello, my name is Jean Murphy. I'm president and principal broker of Keoho Kona Realty, Inc. I've had the privilege of actively participating in the planning, the marketing and sales of many fine quality developments here in Keoho Kona. Situated in prestigious Keoho Estates and built across 2 lots, Haliloa is everything imaginable in a dream home. This 5-bedroom, marble-floored home captures expansive ocean and golf course views. Its creative swimming pool, flowing through the entire home, is complemented by waterfalls amidst lushly tropical landscaping. Enjoy the tennis court, cabana, jacuzzi, bar, and barbecue area, which make Haliloa ideal for fine quality living. Please call me to learn more about the pleasures of living in Keoho.
Get away for the day at beautiful Keoho Shopping Village with over 40 stores to choose from, like these. Tropical Storm swimwear and activewear for the largest year-round swimsuit selection in Hawaii. Originals by Oscar, where quality is affordable.
Keoho Shopping Village, so much to see and do.
We welcome you to the Keoho Beach Hotel. Our ocean terrace is a delightful place to dine. Lanai tables overlook the fascinating tide pools. Enjoy fresh seafood from Kona's waters. Everything you'd like. Sumptuous, certainly. Come to relax. Your evenings with us are always memorable. E komo mai. We welcome you to the Keoho Beach Hotel, the true spirit of aloha.
The 1991 Ironman World Triathlon Championship, considered the premier sporting event for Hawaii, and Channel 6 will bring you all the action. We'll be following our top professionals as well as taking a look at some of our local athletes. We invite you to watch for Ironman 91, a 60-minute special coming this Monday and Tuesday nights at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Ironman 91, only on Channel 6.
We are back here at Keohole Airport, and this evening our very special guest will be Miss America Carolyn Sapp. Talking star with me right now is Fred Sapp. We're awaiting your arrival of your daughter. How does it feel right now?
Oh, really nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, you must be excited. When was the last time you saw her?
We were over in Honolulu for the weekend, came back for church and went back, so we haven't had any time alone yet, and we still won't because she's in and out and so forth.
Yeah, I understand.
We're excited.
Carolyn will be here for all of 4 hours, I think?
About that, 4 hours, yeah.
Do you have to make an appointment like the rest of us?
I schedule it and see if they'll fit in. Yeah. You bet. Learning to deal with my new identity here.
Yeah. Well, you certainly must be proud of her. What an achievement.
It's really great. She's just doing great, too. We're real happy with her.
And here she is. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Our Miss America Carolyn Sapp. Can I just steal a few words from you? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you've been excited.
We brought the beautiful weather with us.
Okay, I know you have a hectic schedule. I won't tie you up for too long, but we'll talk story again later, okay?
Thanks.
Congratulations, Carolyn.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
A small reception was held at the airport where Mayor Inoue presented Carolyn with the key to the island.
We'd like like to welcome you and give you this key to our hearts and key to the island. And we'd like to present this to you. It says, "Welcome home, Carolyn Suzanne Sapp. We're proud of you," and from Mayor Lorraine Arinoy and the people of the County of Hawaii, dated October 16, 1991.
It's really good to be home. I'm so proud of everyone here, and I want to say hello to the Miss Kona Coffee contestants. You have some place to go in your future. This was my stepping stone. And like the coffee tree has its roots here in Kona, I have also my roots here in Kona. And you, the people, are a part of my life, and I want to thank you for sharing my joy and my happiness with my family and my friends. And let's have a beautiful day today. Thank you.
Soon after, another reception was held for Carolyn at the Hulihe'e Palace by the Daughters of Hawaii.
Today is the arrival of our first Miss America from the state of Hawaii, visiting the Hulihe'e Palace, and we're quite excited that she will be coming home here to Kona and will be making a ho'okupu, or her gift, to the palace, and in essence to the people of Kona. I think this is what it is, and her way of saying mahalo for all of the support that the people, especially of Kona and the state of Hawaii, has given her. And like I said, we're quite excited, and we're making her an honorary calabash cousin, and we will be presenting her with a koa bowl, and inside of the koa bowl will be the miniature kukui nut lei, which is a symbol of the calabash cousins. So it's something that's very precious to all of us, or all of the people of Hawaii. And like I said, we're very, very excited about having Miss America come home to Kona.
Carolyn's final stop was a luncheon at the Keoho Beach Hotel, where Carolyn sang and Miss Kona Coffee danced. Carolyn talked to us about the moment she was crowned in Atlantic City.
Oh, it was so exciting. It was just amazing, and it was really humbling too. The Hawaii delegation had tea leaves that they were waving in the audience, and all of a sudden I saw this roar of, and the tea leaves just throughout the audience. They must have given them to the whole audience, and it was it was really humbling to realize that these people, you know, were happy that I won, but that I also represented them. I represented the 50 talented young women behind me, or 49, I should say. And then it was just fantastic. It was a real beautiful feeling, and I don't know.
When you made it at least to the top 5. Did you feel secure and possibly you go all the way?
No, I really didn't know, and it happened so fast. It happened so quickly that you just don't realize what's going. It just bulldozes along. It's like a Mack truck has hit you or something, and you kind of lose feeling. So.
How does it feel to be back home? At least for a little while.
2.5 hours and 43 seconds and counting. No,
right.
No, it's been fantastic. I can't wait to come home where I'm kind of incognito and just with my family and friends, and I'm looking forward to that, where I can really relax and enjoy Kona. But this was fantastic just to come home, and the presentation at the palace, it was beautiful. I have to say that this last week has been more hectic as Miss America than as Miss America in the mainland, because there's just so many things to do, and you're trying to fit everything in, and you want to do everything too.
Yeah. Yes, she's making a wonderful Miss America. She's so open and friendly and loving, and that translates to the people out there. And she's going to be a very popular Miss America and very good for the program.
For the next several months, what will her responsibilities be?
Well, she'll be doing a tremendous amount of traveling. She does a lot of work for the sponsors, for the major sponsors of the Miss America pageant, and then she also is booked by other organizations. I'm sure with her platform being family and education that she'll have some bookings that would relate to that. She probably will visit some universities universities and schools and church groups and wherever her program and platform will fit in best, she'll be used.
I just want to say thank you to all of you. You have been so fantastic, and you know, I couldn't have done it without all of you guys. Nobody can do anything like this to achieve Miss America and something like this without the support of the community and friends and family. And I think that we've really showed America what Hawaii's all about, and I'm proud of that because they're all jealous. They have seen the love and support coming out of our state, and I have seen it. And I really want to thank you and mahalo from the bottom of my heart.
Next up for Carolyn was dinner with Governor John Waihee, and then on to her many engagements across the country. She will certainly have a full year ahead of her. Our Miss Kona Coffee 1987, Miss Hawaii 1991, and Miss America 1992, Carolyn Sapp.
She is Miss America.
Get away for the day in beautiful Keauhou Shopping Village with over 40 stores to choose from, like these.
Garrison's Footwear for a large selection of quality shoes. Inspiration, a full-service salon and boutique. Visit our tanning room today.
Keauhou Shopping Village, so much to see and do.
When Hawaii's royalty would relax and play, they selected Keauhou as the preferred place to live and remain. This unique area, the birthplace of King Kamehameha III, is blessed with year-round perfect weather, calm tropical waters, and bountiful ocean harvests, and therefore was honored as the crowned lands of Keauhou. Now everyone can inherit this regal lineage of Keauhou with its hotels and condominium choices, championship golf course, world-class tennis, and modern shopping complex. Explore the crowned lands of Keauhou and discover how ultimate life can be.
Viva Skim, the non-fat milk with full-bodied flavor.
The University of Hawaii proudly presents Zope Circus Europa, featuring a glittering galaxy of circus stars gathered from the four corners of the world.
The circus came to town last weekend at the Kahilo Theater in Waimea, although this circus is a little different from what we've seen before. This is Zope Circus Europa, a group whose history goes back many years in Italy and whose style differs from that of the conventional three-ring circus.
The name Zope goes back to Italy, to the cobblestone roads of Italy since 1842. And next year will be our 150th legitimate anniversary. The difference in the three-ring circus in America today and the one-ring circus is we have one ring and we're European and we have a vocal point. And each performer is a star. There's no garbage. When you're watching a three-ring circus, it's a three-ring circus. You don't know what you're watching. You can't keep up with everything, so you can slip little things in there. We're on a personal quest because circus in America became a three-ring circus many, many years ago when Barnum and Bailey merged. And that created a catastrophe. I mean, because there was too many performers, too many people, and so they had to get three rings together to be able to put on all of the acts, and that's why America is known for three-ring circus. And after that happened, the name circus, not the circus artists, not the circus producers, the word circus has been downgraded because it's been misused and abused by too many bad promoters, not by circus people, by people who exploited real circus people. I thought with my background in theater and my love for the industry that we could do a show with the personal quest to put circus back in its, not just its place in the arts, but its respected place in the arts.
Each year, new members are brought in to join the team. However, one act that has remained constant is Tony Walenda of the famous Flying Walendas.
Well, I got my start way before I was actually born because I'm steeped in circus tradition over 6 generations on both my mother's and father's side. And of course the Walenda family has been known through the years for our daring feats high in the air on tight ropes.
And that's what you'll be performing here?
Exactly so, walking a tightrope about 5/8 of an inch thick, and on that I'll probably be skipping rope, standing on my head, doing a pyramid with the family involving a bicycle and 3 people standing on shoulders and heads and all different things. Well, I enjoy the fact that we're usually in very close proximity to the audience, which is what circus is really all about. There's a relationship you develop with the audience, and that's what circus is all about.
Zope Circus Europa performed for 2 sold-out shows and thoroughly entertained the crowds. From here, they'll continue their tour across the country, and our mahalo goes out to the Kahilo Theater for bringing this spectacular show to town.
Get away for the day at beautiful Keoho Shopping Village with over 40 stores to choose from, like these.
Showcase Gallery for unusual gifts and distinctive fine art and jewelry. Keoho Village Travel. We do the world for you. Keoho Shopping Village, so much to see and do.
When you're short of help, does your business run like this? Then you need Dunhill Temporary Systems personnel to keep it running like this. Just one call to Dunhill puts skilled, professional people on your workplace team fast, like clerical, secretarial, word processing, or light industrial. Dozens of Big Island companies know Dunhill is the name to remember for quality temporary help and personalized service. Dunhill has 3 conveniently located offices in Hilo, Kona, and Waimea. So keep your business moving. Call Dunhill today.
In a very magical corner of the world, there is a place that still cherishes the good life. A place where people smile and live in an environment of tropically landscaped harmony and panoramic views. This is Keoho. Keoho Kona Realty represents properties in Keoho's newest project, Kaulana, and at Keoho Estates and the Villas. We also offer resale listings at Ultimate Resort Condominiums. You set the goal of the good life. You've achieved the goal of the good life. Now enjoy and live the good life of Keoho.
The Kahilo Theater in Kamuela offers great performances of dance, chamber music, symphonies, a bit of something for everyone. Travel to Hawaii's finest theater, located at the Parker Ranch Center in downtown Waimea, where you and the family can enjoy world-class entertainment. Coming November 15th and 16th, I Remember a Life in Music, starring Richard Smart. It'll be a wonderful show of songs and remembrances of Mr. Smart's career.
Kehuliauana o Hawaii, Recalling Hawaii's Past. In this edition, the story of Dr. Harvey Saburo Hayashi. Dr. Hayashi was a remarkable pioneer in Kona and played an important role in Kona's Japanese community as both physician and a community leader after the arrival of the first Japanese immigrants, or Kanyaku Imin, in the 1880s. Born in 1867 to a samurai family of the Aizu clan of Honshu, Saburo was molded from an early age to adhere to the ideals of honesty, loyalty, intelligence, and wisdom. Saburo excelled as a scholar and by the age of 19 had completed his studies at the Aomori Prefectural Medical School and dreamed of continuing his studies at an American medical college. With the encouragement of his family, a strong will to succeed, and his dream, he boarded a passenger ship in 1885 bound for San Francisco. In 1891, after 6 years of hardship, he finally realized his goal and was awarded an American medical degree from the Hanuman Medical College in San Francisco. In early 1892, Saburo sailed for the Hawaiian Islands at the invitation of the Reverend Jiro Okabe of Hilo. Hayashi opened his first medical practice in Honomu on the east side of the island. It was during this period in Honomu that Saburo witnessed firsthand the conditions of the sugar camps and the miserable lives of the Japanese immigrant laborers. It was also during this period that Saburo decided to stay in Hawaii and practice medicine amongst the Japanese community. This decision led him to his life work and into one of the most remote villages on the island, Holualoa in North Kona. Most Japanese immigrants in Kona came from 3 prefectures in Japan: Kumamoto-ken, Hiroshima-ken, Yamaguchi-ken. They were for the most part sugarcane laborers and coffee farmers. The majority of these immigrants came directly from Japan during these periods of government contract or liberal immigrations from 1885 to 1923. Many Japanese in Kona also came from other parts of the Big Island by escaping secretly at night from the unbearable contract labor conditions there. Many ran through the dense koa or keawe forest at the foothills of Mauna Loa and walked across a vast lava desert. Some were chased relentlessly by the horse-riding lunas and sent back to the plantations when caught. Many other families came to Kona at the completion of labor contracts in search of the more independent lifestyle of the coffee farm. The majority of these communities were poor. Their poverty increased as coffee prices fell and families grew. It was into these conditions that Dr. Hayashi arrived in Holualoa to open his medical practice in 1895. He was at once astonished by the poor socioeconomic as well as unsanitary living conditions of the Japanese immigrants there. In those days, most Japanese were too poor to have decent medical care and depended solely on Japanese faith healers and Hawaiian kahunas. Unless they became very ill, they never called a physician. When Dr. Hayashi visited patients, he was usually met on the main highway and led up a narrow path by donkey. He visited many coffee farming families scattered all over the foothills of Hualalai and Mauna Loa. The doctor later developed a notorious reputation for his driving antics behind the wheel of his Ford Model T. Fortunately, he never suffered serious injury. During the first half of the century, most coffee farmers received their income on a yearly basis when coffee was harvested and sold to American Factors and Captain Cook Coffee Company or other dealers. For most of the year, the farming families lived without benefit of cash, so they purchased daily necessities by credit. Families were usually unable to pay their medical bills, but in lieu of cash payment, many patients took vegetables, fruits, flowers, and chickens to Dr. Hayashi. Many times this caused a financial burden for Dr. Hayashi. In spite of this, it was his firm policy never to demand payment of his medical bills from any patient. In his lifetime, thousands of medical bills for his services were never collected. He always treated every patient, rich or poor, equally. He never pursued the accumulation of wealth, and in spite of his many years of medical practice, never became a wealthy man. Next week, we will continue to look at the contributions of Dr. Hayashi to the Kona community on Kehuliauana o Hawaii, recalling Hawaii's past.
Aloha mai, We welcome you to our Keho Beach Hotel. Anytime is happy time. For our Kama'ainas and visitors, the food is always ono at our Kuakini Terrace. Succulent seafood every weekend. Our sumptuous Sunday brunch, all you can eat. Chinese favorites in the middle of the week. So ono for the celebrations of your life. Ekomomai to the Keho Beach Hotel. The true spirit of aloha exists.
Get away for the day at beautiful Keho Shopping Village with over 40 stores to choose from, like these.
Rocky's Pizza and Deli. You've tried the rest, now try the best. KT's. Discover the best selection of creative t-shirts on the island. Keho Shopping Village, so much to see and do.
We all work hard in life, so you've earned and deserve the Big Island's most luxurious resort and residential area. This is Keauhou, a glamorous world within itself, with hotels, condominiums, 8 restaurants, 30 tennis courts, a championship golf course, plus a shopping village with over 40 merchants. Life is at its finest. The excitement doesn't stop here. Keauhou also offers the ultimate scuba diving, snorkeling, deep-sea fishing, and breathtaking sunset cruises. Keauhou, a world within itself waiting for you.
Here's a quick look at tonight's Keauhou's community billboard. The Lions Club of Kona will be holding their annual Walk for Sight 1991. It's coming up this Saturday, the 26th of October, 7 a.m., kicking off from Higashihara Park. A gala party is planned to celebrate the South Kona Education Association's 10th anniversary. It'll be held Saturday, October 26th, 4 p.m. on the SKEA grounds in Honau now. The Department of Parks and Recreation invites you to their annual Halloween Fun Nights, running Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, October 29th through the 31st, 7 p.m. at Yano Hall in Captain Cook. The Aloha Children's Theater invites you to their production of Hansel and Gretel. It's coming up Thursday, October 31st, as well as Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd, 7:30 p.m. at the Aloha Theater in Kainaleo. The Daughters of Hawaii and their Calabash cousins invites everyone to attend a happy day at Hulihei Palace, Saturday, November 2nd, beginning at 9 a.m. And the Hawaii Island YWCA's Community Youth Activities Program will be holding their Family Health and Well-Being Fair Saturday, November 2nd at the Parker Ranch Shopping Center up in Waimea. Remember, if you want to post your event on our billboard, give us all the details 3 weeks in advance, or send it into Box 715, Kealakekua.
That will wrap it up for this edition of Weekly Highlights. Hope you enjoyed the show. Before leaving, I'd like to say mahalo to Carolyn Sapp for spending a few minutes with us, and to Fred Sapp for keeping us informed on Carolyn's whereabouts. We'd like to say congratulations to Carolyn and good luck in the coming year. I'm Lyman Medeiros, inviting you to tune in next Wednesday night, 6:30 p.m. here on Channel 6, when we bring you another round of Keauhou's Weekly Highlights. And don't forget, Ironman 91 coming up this Monday and Tuesday night right here on Channel 6. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Come to the biggest, brightest, and best event of its kind on the Big Island. It's fun for the whole family with fabulous prizes. It's the Building Industry Association's Big Island Building Products Expo. This Friday, 4 to 10 p.m. and Saturday, 10 to 10 at the Kona Surf. Don't miss it. Keauhou's Weekly Highlights was brought to you by the Crown Lands of Keauhou, the Keauhou Shopping Village, Keauhou Kona Realty, and the Keauhou Beach Hotel.